Testing, check, check. Mhm. Got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Sonny, you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You got troubles, then I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too. Maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. Just me and you, boy. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny, 'cause you've got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too. Maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. Just me and you, boy. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny, 'cause you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Yeah.
Good afternoon. Welcome to UW-Stout. My name is Britta Miller, and I am the Commencement Coordinator, and I'm here to welcome you all to our campus and to this event. We are a small but mighty crowd, so I expect lots of engagement, lots of clapping, lots of cheers as your students go up. Let's show them some love and appreciation for their dedication to this outstanding academic achievement. Before we get started, I have a few announcements. First of all, when the program or the ceremony is over, if you would not like to keep your program, you can drop those at the tables on either side, and we will recycle those for you. Downstairs, after the ceremony, if you go straight down the stairs, we'll have a reception with some refreshments. There is also a photo booth down there, so there's a nice photo backdrop with the same floral, same imagery, so you can take photos down there. And then lastly, this beautiful floral was provided to us by Jennifer Joyce Floral and Designs here in Menominee. She is a proud Stout alum, so we would encourage you to support her small business. And lastly, in the very rare occurrence that there is an emergency, It is my duty and responsibility to point out where your exits are. So just like on an airplane, they are going to be on either side, and they may be behind you. So please pay attention to where your exit may be. And if there were an emergency, we would make an announcement and get everyone out safely. So please sit back, relax, enjoy, and we will be starting here momentarily.
afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, my name is Glenda Lee Rodriguez, and I'm the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs at the University of Wisconsin-Stout. I welcome you, all of you, those of you joining us in person, and those of you joining us via the live stream to our commencement ceremony today. We are honored that you have joined us. Today's ceremony represents one of the major milestones in the lives of the graduates and families and friends that have supported them. As we reflect on the past year, support for all of us, for the graduates and ourselves, has been even more critical through the global pandemic. Our journeys have been personal and unique. I hope that you will find today's ceremony meaningful and memorable. I want to take a moment to recognize the faculty and staff of UW-Stout. Colleagues, thank you for your dedication to our students. Thank you for working collaboratively as members of a Stout community during an extremely dynamic year. Let's be seated. We'll hear a musical selection by the UW-Stout Chamber Choir and Symphonic Singers, led by director Jerry Hoy.
Going,
Chancellor will now offer a few words to the graduates.
Well, Stout 2022 graduates, you did it. Congratulations on a well-earned achievement. We are extremely, extremely Stout proud. As graduates who have earned a master's or professional degree, you join a distinct segment of our population. Only about 13% of the United States population holds such a degree. You have worked hard for this achievement, and you should be very proud of this accomplishment. And while we are celebrating all of you today, we know there's been many people who have supported you along your journey. So take a moment and reflect on those relationships that have been important to you throughout your UW-Stout journey and your story as a 2022 graduate degree earner. And my guess is that many of those individuals are in the room with us today or watching the live stream of the ceremony. So let's take a moment and show our appreciation, our gratitude to those folks who have supported us throughout our Stout journey. So commencement ceremonies celebrate all of you, our amazing Stout students. So in order to prepare for each ceremony, I read stories about you. These stories have been shared by faculty and staff who know you and who have been inspired by your work and your achievements. These stories amaze and inspire me. They teach me new things, and they also instill confidence in me in terms of how your actions will contribute to the larger world as you move through your personal and your professional journey. Graduates, thank you for all that you have contributed to our institution and the larger community through the commitment, the enthusiasm, and hard work reflected across all areas of your university experience. So the following are just a few of the many stories that inspired me and helped to tell the larger UW-Stout story of our graduate school experience. Kate Johnson is graduating today with an MS in clinical mental health counseling and a concentration in chemical dependency. Kate also earned her undergraduate degree from UW-Stout. And when asked about the challenges she faced as a student, Kate explained that she has multiple learning disabilities. In her words, quote, "During my developmental years and during much of my educational experience, I was informed, whether directly or indirectly by educators, that I was, quote, too disabled. I was informed I may never thrive in education and at times dissuaded from even attempting. Kate persevered, and when asked to reflect on what stands out about her graduate student experience at Stout, she replied, quote, "When I think of Stout, I think of my cohort, the peers I at times struggled beside, laughed with, connected with, at points burned out with, and now celebrate with. I also think highly of each one of my professors. However, Dr. Klim will always stand as a beacon for me from this day forward. Dr. Klim reminded me, learning disabilities were not the end of my potential, and there is no need for me to fear living beside them. He not only modeled directly how far a person can come when they grow past labels and imposed limitations placed on disabilities in our society, but also helped me to recreate my beliefs towards myself. He challenged me and pushed me to remember I am not defined by disabilities. I am profoundly capable, and sometimes I just need to remember that and move forward with confidence. I am thankful for Dr. Klim, as he truly instilled a new and renewed sense of who I can be when I live with my truth and not against it. I am changed because he believed in me enough to challenge old narratives and support me in making way for a capable human who leaves this institution knowing she can share this hope to inspire others," end quote. YJ Doe is graduating today with an MS in Technical and Professional Communication. YJ is an online international student who is watching today's ceremony from South Korea, where she works as a bilingual ESL instructor at a private language institute. When asked if there were any challenges she faced while working on her degree, YJ was quick to praise the flexibility of other students, to find meeting times that worked for all students working on group projects, and the responsiveness of UW-Stout staff like Laura Tomsick from the library and Tony Bixby from Registration and Records for all of their help with questions. YJ also expressed gratitude to former program director and now department chairperson, Dr. Julie Watts, and her thesis advisor, Dr. Jolene Hansen. In YJ's words, quote, "I will never forget the connection with Dr. Watts on top of the warm encouragement and advice from Dr. Hansen. YJ hopes to visit Stout one day in order to, quote, meet the staff and faculty members who helped me through," end quote. Terry Stan is graduating with an MFA in design. Terry also graduated from UW-Stout with a BFA in studio art, which she earned exactly 30 years ago. Terry's was a journey, both literally and figuratively, as she earned her MFA. She lived across the state and would travel to Stout once or twice a week to attend class. She would leave work around 1 p.m. and arrive home around 1 a.m. However, in Terry's words, quote, "Every time I walked on campus, it felt right. This is where I was supposed to be." Terry praised the support of professors like Eric Evanson, who is sitting behind me, quote, "one of those people who seamlessly could provide the correct advice and was willing to talk." Kim Locken, quote, "a demanding professor, but she made you a better designer." And Julie Peterson, Terry's thesis advisor, who helped her, quote, "become a better writer, organize her time, and was very supportive and encouraging to her to finish." Terry also praises her graduate student colleagues. In Terry's words, quote, "It was a great group to go through the program with. They were supportive, and I could lean on them, ask questions, and get advice. They gave me different ways to think about design and helped make me a better person," end quote. We are delighted that Terry is now our colleague at Chippewa Valley Technical College, where she is program director of the Associate of Arts in Graphic Design. And Casey Holmes is graduating today with an MS in Applied Psychology with emphases on evaluation, health promotion and disease prevention, and IO psychology. When asked about the challenges she faced while pursuing her degree, Casey referred to the pandemic, balancing school, managing multiple jobs, and working on group projects. She praises many aspects of the Stout community for helping her to navigate these challenges and succeed. In Casey's words, quote, "The thing that stands out the most to me about my Stout experience is the helpful nature of the Stout community. I was lucky enough to have a wonderful mentor in Dr. Dana Wanzer, who I could message on Teams anytime to talk about school and work. She is so committed to the program and her students, and her positive outlook on life helped me get through the toughest of days. And my bosses at UW-Stout's Catalyst office, Justin Sullivan and Corey Beskow, also stand out as wonderful mentors. As alumni of the program themselves, they helped me build up my data analysis skills, confidence, and professional communication. They challenged me to go outside of my comfort zone in multiple ways, including presenting findings in client meetings. And one of the most incredible things my bosses did for me was that they believed in me. They gave me a lot of independence and autonomy and trusted me to handle large data sets. When I made mistakes, they were understanding, and they helped me to learn from them. And lastly, I've done a lot of networking with alumni, and I have been blown away by the amount of support alumni are willing to provide current Stout students. I feel grateful to enter the community of alumni who have given me so much, and I am committed to passing on the support that I received to future master's students in applied psychology. Casey has accepted a job offer as a data analyst with Des Moines Valley Health and Human Services. So these stories highlight what make our UW-Stout graduate students so special. They feature hard work, dedication, tenacity, focus, generosity, and gratitude. Characteristics and actions that distinguish the stories of the 121 graduate students earning degrees today, and they give me great hope for your many achievements and your contributions yet to come. Congratulations and very well done.
Thank you, Chancellor. Next, we have the honor of hearing from our students. The tradition of having a student speaker began in December of 2019. Each student's story about their path to graduation is unique, and it's exciting to be able to highlight a few of them. One student from each academic college is selected by a committee comprised of faculty, staff, and students. The applicants are interviewed and selected based on their speaking ability, story, and their pride in UW-Stout. Please welcome Corey Tallier, a graduate of our MS Clinical Mental Health Counseling program.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm thrilled to have the privilege of speaking to you all today. First of all, I want to say congratulations to all of the graduates. It is no small accomplishment to get to this commencement ceremony. Regardless of where we are in life, starting a new career, coming straight out of an undergraduate program, or taking the chance to move forward in our current fields, no path to a graduate degree is an easy one. I know that all of you are already thinking about the careers that come next and moving on as future innovators and leaders of your respective fields. I'm confident that all of you are going to bring positive changes to your specialties. It can be easy to immediately think, what's the next goal? That kind of mindset typically brings students to graduate school, and it isn't a bad thing. It makes us strive to achieve and to move forward. At the same time, it can also make life a lot less fulfilling when we aren't able to look not only at what is next, but also to appreciate what came before. Prior to attending graduate school, I was an officer in the United States Army. In high school, I was thinking about my ACT scores and college applications. After getting into West Point, I was intently focused on my class rank and getting the position I wanted, aviation officer. Flight school was the same story. Get my class rank, fly the aircraft I wanted to fly. Even after school, the next officer rank, the next command, the next step was always on my mind. I wanted to be a good leader for my soldiers. I wanted to be a good pilot. But even if I did those things, it didn't mean I was successful unless the next goal was also met. That mindset worked great when I kept meeting those goals, but it really fell apart when I couldn't. Before taking my company command, a major stepping stone in moving forward in the military, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease that prevented me from flying or continuing my career in the military. I became quite ill, and it ultimately led to my medical separation from the Army. I was devastated. I thought that everything I had done before meant nothing because I didn't reach the goal I had set for myself. I felt that I had failed, and I saw the steps I took to get there as part of that failure rather than the individual successes that they were. I never stopped to appreciate any of the things I had done or to celebrate those accomplishments. I didn't take the time to see my successes for what they were, and I didn't stop to look at where I was compared to where I had been. It was always about the next goal, never about being happy or content with the journey. It took me a long time to really start believing that my single outcome in the military didn't have to define what I did before that point. Success doesn't have to come from the job we hold or our current status or position. Success also comes from the steps we have taken and the struggles we have gone through to get to where we are now. The things we've learned, the skills we've gained, and the preparations we've made to get to our goals. I would say now that success is defined just as much by our preparation and growth as it is by the outcome itself. I would love for all of you to leave here and give yourself the credit and appreciation that it took me so long to find. Commencement ceremonies are an amazing occasion. They uphold a storied academic tradition. They are well deserved by the students who put in the work to get there, and they give us a great opportunity to appreciate what we've done, including our struggles, growth, and achievements. But there doesn't have to be a ceremony to celebrate yourself and the things that you've accomplished to get to where you are right now. That can happen every day, and I encourage you to find ways to appreciate that journey each day. Congratulations again to everyone, sincerely, and thank you so much to all of the parents, family, friends, and faculty who came out to support us both today and along the journey. I hope you all have amazing afternoons celebrating, and finally, I hope that you can find some time to take care of yourselves before you focus on taking care of the world. Thank you.
Corey, thank you for sharing your story and your reflection. I want to restate one of your quotes, which resonated with me. Success is defined just as much by our preparation and growth as it is by the outcome itself. Congratulations again to all of the graduates. That's today's outcome, yet your journeys to this point are a success as well. Next, my colleague Brenda Kruger, Interim Director of the Graduate School, will present the graduate candidates to the Chancellor.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Masters of Science, Professional Science Masters, and Education Specialist please rise? It is my pleasure as the Interim Director of the Graduate School to present to you the candidates for the degrees of Masters of Science, Professional Science Masters, and Education Specialist, with majors as listed in the program. I recommend that you now confer the degree upon them.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, and on the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon you, each of you, the Master's, Professional Science Master's, and Education Specialist degree with major fields as listed, with all of the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the obligations and responsibilities appertaining to that degree. In witness whereof, we now hand you the diploma and invest you with the appropriate hood. Congratulations. So now please be seated, and the ushers will tell you when to come forward. And audience, please, let's celebrate each and every candidate, graduate, as they walk across the stage. This is an exciting time, and we are so proud of each and every one of them. Let the fun begin.
Masters of Science, Applied Psychology, Charles Russell Goldhahn. Casey Holmes. Angela Marie Lamer. Master of Science, Career and Technical Education, Kristen Ann Creviston. Mary Lynn Fronek. Daniel Halloran. Nathan Richard Kivley. Mandy Marie McNair. Mason Philip Pouch. Michael Rasich. Jill A. Spildy. Kristen M. Ziegler. Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Morgan Lynn Bodel. Victoria Marie Broses. Emily Marie Corazzo. Nicholas Shannon Daly Arndt. Kevin Galley. Hannah Marie Guy. Brittany Hassenberg. Joseph Thomas Hurlbert. Catherine Johnson. Caitlin Magnan. Stacy Martin. Maggie J. Mooney. Corey Matthew Tallier. Sydney Turner. Alexandra Marian Unger. Anastasia Christina Vars. Master of Science in Healthcare Administration, Jessica Sue Ignatowski. Master of Science in Information and Communication Technologies, Joseph James Kopet. Master of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics, Jackson Carr. Jordan K. Peterson. Master of Science in Operations and Supply Chain Management, Andres Esteban James Carbajal. Tope Oramanile. Tria Vang. Becky Joe Woods. Master of Science in Risk Control and Safety Management, Jason Kern. Master of Science in Sustainable Management, Nathaniel John Kelly. Lindsay LaJess. Master of Science in Technical and Correction. Masters in Science in Sustainable Management, Caitlin Marie Langmeyer. Master of Science in Technical and Professional Communication, watching from home, YJ Doe. Master of Science in Training and Human Resource Development, Amanda Hawkinson. Master of Science in Education, School Psychology, Katie Balil. Kelsey Amelia Conway. Mariah M. George. Alexis Shane Hoffman. Cassandra Kellerman. Maya Murphy Rudnitsky. Madeline Reski. Sydney Rutger. Lee Joe Seedschlag Campbell. Carly Somerville. Rachel Bailey Thompson. McKenna Votland. Education Specialist in School Psychology, John E. Kennedy.
Will the candidates for the degree of Masters of Fine Arts please rise? It is my pleasure as the interim director to present to you the candidates for the degrees of Masters of Fine Arts Design. I recommend that you now confer the degree upon them.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, and on the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon you, each of you, the Masters of Fine Arts Design with all of the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the obligations and responsibilities appertaining to that degree, in witness whereof we now hand you the diploma and invest you with the appropriate hood. Congratulations, and please come to the stage.
Master of Fine Art and Design, Kirsten Nelson Nye. Thesis, Empathy Game Design to Bolster Creativity. Terry Stan. Thesis, Graphic Design Education, a new perspective to include neurodiversity in design.
Congratulations, graduates.
So on behalf of the University of Wisconsin-Stout, allow me to congratulate you again for having received your degree today, and allow me to welcome you, those who are not already alums of UW-Stout, to the Alumni Association with more than 70,000 members worldwide. And our celebration today is recognition of all that you have achieved, as well as the beginning of the next chapter in life. So once again, all of you, our deepest, deepest congratulations. Well done.
Congratulations. Let's take another moment to thank everyone for making this day possible. UW-Stout faculty, staff, students, families, and friends. Thank you to everyone joining us today in person and those of you joining us via the live stream. It's been an amazing journey, so let's show our appreciation for everyone's efforts one more time. Today's commencement exercises involve the work of many people. I'd like to thank everyone who's participated, as well as those who planned the event. Special thanks to Dr. Aaron Durst and the Blue Devil Jazz Orchestra, as well as the UW-Stout Chamber Choir and Symphonic Singers, and Dr. Jerry Hoy, and for all of the musical renditions today. Thank you to those who assisted with the live stream technology, and to the faculty and staff that helped usher our students and guests today. Lastly, special thanks to Britta Miller, who organized today's event. She's back there. Special round of applause for Britta. Please stand as you are able and join the choir as they sing Stout's alma mater, found on the inside cover of the program. You're welcome to sing along. We've reached the conclusion of today's ceremony. For the recessional, please wait for your row to be excused by the marshals. As you exit, we hope you'll join us for a reception in the multipurpose room indoor track, which is located on the lower level of this building. Graduates and guests can exit out the rear doors and make their way down the stairs to the reception. And to further recognize your achievements, the Stout Clock Tower Bell will ring a celebratory toll for all of the graduates at 4:05 this evening. Again, congratulations and good luck to all of you. Best wishes, and please stay in touch. Congratulations.